Okay, so we've got an AP. First term is 5, common difference is 3, the nth term is un. Find the value of u20. Well, I know that un equals a plus n minus 1d. If I don't know that, I can see it in the formula. So u20 will equal 5 plus 19 times by 3. That equals 62. That's a nice easy start. Part 2, I've got to find the value of from n equals, it's 10. N equals 10 to 20 of un. Well, my formula only works from 1, so I'm going to have to go from n equals 1 all the way up to 20, and then I'm going to have to take away the ones I don't want, and that is from n equals 1 up to, well, it's not up to 10, it's up to 9. That's un. My formula for that is a half times the n, but that's a bit at the top, times 2a plus n minus 1 lots of d. So it is, and first off, I need to put it into, it's a half of my n, which is 20, times by 2a, which is 10, plus 19 times by 3. That's the first lot, and then minus a half of n, which is 9, times by 2a, which is still 10, plus n minus 1, that'll be 9 minus 1, that's 8, times 3, and then it equals 670, take away 153, which is 517. And now part 3, I've got to pretty much exactly the same again, but instead of using numbers, I've got to use algebra. So I've got to go from n equals n to 2n, and it tells me that that equals 2750. But how do I do that? My formula has to start with n equals 1, so it's got to go from 1 all the way up to 2n, and then I've got to take away all the bits I don't want, and that'll go from n equals 1 up to, it won't go up to n, it'll go up to n minus 1, because I want to have n being in the bit I'm counting. So what's that going to be? Just put it into my formula. It's a half of my n, which in this case is 2n, times by 2a, that's 10, plus n minus 1, and my n is now 2n, so that'll be plus 2n minus 1 lots of d, and that'll be times by 3. Minus, that should be un, it's a half of my n, which is a bit at the top, which is n minus 1, times by, it's still going to be 10, because that's 2a, plus n minus 1, and it's n minus 1, and my n is n minus 1, so that'll be n minus 2 times by d, which is 3. And now I know what that equals, I can put it together to equal my 2750 from what it says. Now I've got an equation, one unknown, that's n, so half of 2n is n, times by, I've got 3, that'll be 6n, 10 take away 3 is plus 7, minus half of n minus 1, so I should close the bracket there, times by, that'll be 3n, 10 take away the 6, that'll be plus 4, and that equals 2750. Going to multiply it all out, so that gives me 6n squared plus 7n minus half of 3n squared plus 4n minus 3n will be plus n, take away 4, that equals 2750. I don't like the half in there, so I'm going to times everything by 2. I know it's a problem because I may forget to do something, but times everything by 2, that'll be 12n squared plus 14n minus all this bits. I'm going to take the brackets out at the same time, so it'll be minus 3n squared minus n and plus 4, and that equals, don't forget to times it by 2, 5,500. And then get it all, we've got quadratic, so get it all on one side, 9n squared plus 13n and then minus 5496, and that equals 0. So now I can use my formula to work out that n equals minus b, so minus 13 plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is 169, minus 4 times a, which is 9, times by c, which is minus 5496, and that's all over 2a, which is 18, and that gives me n equals 24, or negative something, but obviously it's going to have to be a positive, and therefore the answer is n equals 24. And that's question 7 done.